This is just a short video to show how I mounted a Corsair H100 water cooling kit to an Antec LanBoy case. There's already a video on YouTube showing someone who mounted it here by attaching the fans and then the radiator vertically, but I didn't want to obstruct any of the drive bays as the SSDs are supposed to be mounted at the bottom here, and I didn't want to install it inside the case because it might touch or obstruct some of the RAM or the heat sinks or other components inside the case. So I went to Home Depot and got these two steel rails and longer screws. They're about a 1/4 inch longer than the standard screws that come with the kit, and then mounted the radiator to the underside and then the fans on top. To do this, you have to remove this giant piece of plastic which goes on top of the case here, and to do that you have to remove all these tiny little screws. There's about a dozen of them underneath. As well, you have to remove all these drive rails. So as you can see on the right side here, I removed them, but not on the left side. All these rails. Inside is an Asus P8Z68 Deluxe Generation 3 with 16 gigs of Mushkin PC17000 Frostbite RAM, and underneath the water block is an Intel i2700 unlocked. The main reason for this upgrade was that my existing Asus X58 Sabertooth uses an old Marvel chip, and because of that my OCZ 120 gig max IOPS drive, Vertex 3, only runs at 360 megs instead of the full 550. This case, everything you can remove. The motherboard tray slides out. All the side panels can be removed. It also supports USB 3.0 in the front. That's the blue USB port. So overall, it's a great case. Lots and lots of options, lots and lots of fans, and everything's vented, everything's plastic. So if you can get some quiet fans and set up everything properly, it's a case with very good airflow. As well, there's a cable management on the back, as well as inside. For these extra spaces up here, I'm going to be using this plastic mesh and just cutting it to size so that to prevent things from falling in the top. And that's how I mounted my H100.